I think right now we are not creating. We will start to create. So one of the first things that we are doing is we are creating a community. Sorry, not community, committee, right,
Yeah.
of the non-profit organization that I talked about. So there are three committees that will directly help push this. One, of course, is the community committee. That's obviously their core role will be to get more members on EdConnected. The other community is communication committee, that is communication and marketing committee. So one of their job roles will be to talk about EdConnected.
Yeah.
And lastly, everyone who is going to join GAPE will be offered free of cost to join this community. Um, and then the first thing we are doing is all the people that attended our conferences in the past, we are going to firstly invite them. So beginning next week on May 1st, depending on how the COVID situation goes, because my team is also out of the office. So what we are planning to do is start the email, then we'll individually call all of them, because our first goal is to get all the people that have already experienced the benefits of our online community, get them on board first. And once they are there, once we have our 150 members, then we will individually start a LinkedIn campaign, because there we will be able to um, directly reach out to people who are looking for the solution. So, like I said, our first line of attack is to get all the people responsible for partnerships on the platform. Once we have people that are responsible for partnerships on the platform, then we will start looking at directors of international recruitment, people responsible for international admissions. Once we have them, we will then start reaching out to people responsible for study abroad. And once we have a good number of universities, 500 to 1,000 on our platform, then we will open it up to organizations and hopefully try to monetize them, tell them that we have these many universities. If you want your own profile, this is the monthly cost or whatever that might be. So that is the goal, and that is what we are seeing. We'll heavily rely on um, LinkedIn. We already have email databases, and our committee members will be doing multiple things, such as running webinars, you know um, creating content such as white papers. It could be blog posts about why and how they can network during the COVID times, uh, because our industry has been disrupted very heavily. A lot of jobs have
Absolutely.
also been lost.
Yes.
So that's another thing that we are looking at, is which is something that was not a focus that and I spoke to Praveen about it. If there was a way to create like a job portal or something, or like a marketplace,
Yeah.
something
That's,
along those lines on
yeah, it is
social,
in our
that would
roadmap.
be
Yeah.
really, yeah, he did share that. So I think, yeah, because that's a great way of getting people also on your
Yeah.
network. That's of course a good solution for the community, but that in some cases is the primary reason people will come, and then they will get to experience other advantages of your
Right.
community. I mean, the last thing I just wanted to add, that in our industry, everything is, um, I mean, the main marketing or acceleration for any product or services comes from word of mouth. That is why I think one of the
Absolutely.
most, we can spend thousands of dollars on advertising, but I believe the strongest thing that will push this is the committee, because all the committee members will be university professionals themselves. So when they will post, or when they will share that, hey, here's a community I'm a member of, check this out, that will go much further than any ad or any sales calls
Exactly.
could.
Yes.